Alrighty, hello puppies, and welcome to the third episode of the Isle of series. Tonight's episode is Isle of Spider-Man. I'm not very good at looking backwards in the camera. But for tonight's show, I would like to welcome on Sam from Sam's Tangled Web as we will discuss all things Spider-Man. Welcome on, Sam. This way, this way. Hello!
Hello, how are you doing?
Good, how are you?
Doing great, doing great.
Very nice, very nice. Get some sleep today after your live show last night.
Yeah.
just a little, not too much. So to let everyone know, because I bet a lot of people will probably catch us on the replay, we moved the show. We are a little bit early. It's not 8 o'clock right now. We're a little bit early because Matt from The Boy Who Had 7 is doing his 12 Days of Christmas at 8 o'clock Mountain Time. So we moved our show an hour beforehand so that he could have his show, which please go check him out. The 12 Days of Christmas have been so much fun. So if you're not here for the live show right now, that's okay. Catching us on the replay is just as good. Thank you for stopping by, and we'll acknowledge your comments later on after the show's over. But for everyone who is here right now, I see that old comic smell. I see Super Russ 9000, Miss Donna. Thank you all for coming over. Alrighty, Sam. So let's talk Spider-Man.
All right. What do you want to know?
Are you ready for your first question?
Yeah.
All righty. So, first question being, when did you first discover Spider-Man? How old were you? What were you doing? What happened?
Well, I was about 6 years old.
Okay.
And they had this like a TV movie of Spider-Man, and then you had the cartoons. And then one day I discovered the comic books, and so that was how it all began for me. So,
Ooh.
Yeah.
So, what was it about him that you liked? Was it just the old cheesy, just like the cartoons? Was it kind of more of the storyline, or was it his comedic personality? What was it that you liked about him?
He was funny, and he just something about the spirit of the character captured me, and I just didn't know what I was in for. Boy, and then my mom, she would get me like Spider-Man posters. I got into it because he's a funny guy. He's got the webs. He can stick to walls, and I fell in love with it.
Well, I mean, what's not to love? I mean, he's funny. He gets the job done. And I think the one thing about Spider-Man that most people tend to overlook is that in the original comics, he deals with a lot of like day-to-day problems, like paying his rent. I mean, and going to work,
He's always late for his dates.
Mm-hmm. Trying to lead a romantic relationship. Yes, I mean, the character dealt with so many real life scenarios that you don't really see in other characters around his time frame, and that just makes him so much more personable.
Yes.
So, absolutely. So, so if we're talking comics, here we go. If we're talking comics, how many have you had? How many do you have, or how many have you had at one time of the Spider-Man comics?
Jeez. Probably at least a few thousand.
Dang.
I don't have that many nowadays, but I am. At some point, I will be fast approaching that number again.
Well, definitely.
So it's yeah, I mean, I started out when I was a little kid, and it just blossomed from there.
Well, and it's a lot easier to grab them, one at a time as they come out instead of like nowadays where it's like reprints.
True, true.
So, um, I remember that my Life with Two YouTubers had collected for a long, long time, and she had a collection of like the cards and some of the comics and stuff like that. And it's like some of them you can't even find anymore.
No, no,
So,
no.
and even if you can, they're tons and tons of money. So, which I don't know. I mean, some of you comic book boys, you guys spend the money to get these comics.
Some of us do, but I I think I think this is kind of like my second collection
Mm.
going, and so uh, I've been real fortunate to find some good deals. I haven't spent too much money, so yeah, it's been pretty awesome. So.
That's cool. So, on top of comic books, how many Spider-Man collectibles do you have?
Um, uh, Probably not nearly as many as you, but I've got a few odds and ends, like little. I don't know if you can see that little,
Oh, that's so cute.
little thing, and of course you got the pins
Mm-hmm.
and a little Lego person. I've got T-shirts, uh, but I need more in my life.
Yes. Yeah, I have a few I have a few odds and ends. I was probably not your age when I discovered Spider-Man, but I was still pretty young. Um well, because I liked the Flash at first when I was little, because my mom had us watch, the original, like the animated series of Justice League and stuff like that. And I really liked Wally West from that series. So he was kind of my first, but then mom showed me the animated series, like the 1990s animated series of Spider-Man, and I fell in love with Peter Parker. So,
That's one of the better ones. Yeah.
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 Oh, hi Matt. And I saw Jay ask earlier if this was Pete in the bottom right hand corner. Yes, it is. um but so no, and I've collected for many years. It's been at least a decade that I've just been collecting odds and ends. So I just have like random mugs and posters and just like all this different stuff. Well, Sam, you have a lot of different books, right? As well as comic books.
Oh yeah.
Do you have some of those?
I do have some of those. Yes, actually. Like this one.
Mhm.
Actually, Bueller was the one that actually. This was like one of the first ones I got from Bueller. And
Oh, okay.
there, and then I got this one. This is I've always loved this cover. There's something about it. She just
He's just like no.
she's like,
Just
she's
just
like
just
I don't want
no.
to. When in the end he's going to come back and help everybody. Yes, and then that, of course,
An
that's
iconic one with Thor, yeah.
yeah, and you know that
Mhm.
you know it's, I actually got this as a AOK from somebody. So
Oh,
yeah, and
well,
it's
that's a really good one to get. Yeah.
yeah, I this is a very valuable one too.
Ooh.
And then of course this one, I
Mm.
got this one fairly cheap. I'm shocked. So, and then Cosmic Spider-Man, you know,
Mm.
you know, um, and then this one,
Oh, that one's cool.
and then Untold Tales of Spider-Man. Yeah,
Ooh,
yeah,
very
and
nice.
yeah. So that those are the ones that I decided to show you, and of course I got some, I got trades and
Mm.
all kinds of.
Like the bigger books, the longer tales, the graphic novels. Yeah. Mm. I have a couple. I only have a few. For what you beat me in comics, I beat you in collectibles, but I do have a couple of different books.
Oh,
So, but I mean, regardless. So,
it's all
oh,
about that love for Spider-Man.
and no, and I have like some of the bigger books. Like this is one of the thicker ones I have is with the Sinister Six. Mm,
Yeah.
mm. But I do want to shout out the fact that I actually have all of these books because my uncle is also a huge Spider-Man fan, and I know he's watching. I know I saw him right at the beginning. um, but
That's very cool when you have family that's into that too.
mm, um, I mean, he gave me all of these books, and like these are like some of the essential Spider-Man. So I don't have like the individual ones, but I have the giant, the thick ones of where it's like comics 101 through like 201 and like all that stuff. Um, so and I have a ton of these, so I know what you mean by and sometimes the books are a little bit more fun,
I mean,
because
I think I've read uh, most of the first volume of
mm,
Amazing Spider-Man and Spectacular and Web of Spider-Man. So yeah,
yeah, and the essential ones too. I think the essential was the one that ran for the longest, I think, but I think amazing is up to like
maybe
six now.
I thought it was up farther than that.
Oh, well, but like books, but like the printed, like the thick books. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Because they're,
Matt.
they're coloring them. They got the ones in color now too. I mean,
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know where mine went, but I
these
had
are
one.
like these are pretty cool. I mean, they're in color.
Yeah, no, mine are still the classic black and white. And I read them all through a couple years ago, but it's been a while since I've reread them all. um, okay. So, but with the topic of all the different Spider-Man, all the different Spider-Mans, do you have a favorite version of Peter Parker? Do you prefer like the comic version, and if so, which comic version? And do you like the movies more, and which movie character do you like, or actor, I guess I should say?
Oh man, you're going for the heart here. Well, I like the comic book version.
Mm.
Uh, the the one that I grew up with. Um, you know, um, the movie though, uh, I mean, for the longest time, it was those original movies. The
Oh, with like Tobey Maguire?
Yeah,
Or
and
yeah.
although now I'm starting to go for Tom Holland. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, he's so good. Man.
I
So
noticed how you gently tiptoed over Andrew Garfield.
yeah, not my favorites.
Oh, we just don't talk about those movies. No, but I would agree with you. So far, I love the original first two Tobey Maguire movies. The third one was good, but I really love the first two.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah,
and then Tom Holland. Tom Holland brought it back around full circle. And because he's so cute and he's so personable.
yeah, yeah. I mean, just and he's a pretty good actor, I gotta say. No.
Yeah. Um, and then I guess while on the topic of favorite version of Peter Parker, who are your favorite characters in the Spider-Man universe?
Oh well, I like Mary Jane. It's pretty good.
Mm,
Black Cat.
mm.
And
Party, yeah.
the villains. You can't forget the villains. Come on, I mean,
Some of them have a really good backstory. I mean, they really put a lot of heart into the whole Spider-Man series as a whole. Yeah.
Yeah. Stan Lee really laid down that foundation, though. Yeah.
Mm. So, well, speaking of spiders, I think we're gonna do fire facts just a little bit earlier than usual. So I am going to move because, as usual, Cade likes to spring in at some random angle. So I'm going to get up and I'm going to scoot over and let him do his thing.
Well, I don't know what that person was talking about, but Cade took a break for the day. Spider-Man. So yeah, he was too scared to go on the show. So, my spider facts. Yay! Number one, Stan Lee did not want to name Spider-Man anything else because he said that any other name felt insulting. Number two, one reason Spider-Man wears a mask is so that his enemies can't tell when he's all scared. Number three, female spiders can lay up to 3,000 eggs. And number four, some spiders can jump 5 times their own height. Bye-bye.
3,000 eggs at once. I'm sorry, but I would not want to be a spider.
It's so tough being a spider. Man.
Yeah, that just sounds extremely painful. I mean, and imagine having that many kids.
Yeah. Gonna be a lot of grandkids too.
Right. Yeah. What 3,000 times 3,000? What is that? 90,000.
What do you get the mother that has everything? Oh.
Right. The mother that has, well, I mean, would she get 3,000 separate gifts from all of her kids, or would it be like one group effort?
Here, we got you this ham. No, I don't know.
Hey, Matt, how do your kids do it when they get you guys gifts? Do they each give you one gift so you get 7 gifts in total, or do they all do one big thing? So okay, Sam. I think what we're gonna do is since you showed your covers already, you've been one step ahead of me. Now it's time for me to drill you. Are you ready for this?
Find the 8 ball. Let's go.
Oh, I see Matt's answer though. They've done both. So Matt gets it. His kids have combined and he's gotten multiple gifts. Well, hey, I mean 7 gifts, that's not bad. That makes for a pretty good Christmas. All right, Sam. So, as everyone knows, you are a Spider-Man fan. I am also a Spider-Man fan, despite my YouTube channel being called a wolf, whereas yours is actually named after a Spidey variant. Well, Tangled Web. I mean, yeah, it's the same thing, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I am putting your Spider-Man knowledge to the test.
Okay.
Let's see how much of a true fan you are. Okay, so for the chat, also, I'm going to explain this really quickly. I am only asking Sam these questions, so nobody be cheating and giving him answers in the chat. But if he doesn't know the answer, I will look at the chat and say, hey, chat, does anyone know the answer? So don't give him answers. It's only if he can't get it.
Well, I can't see the chat anyway, so.
Oh, you can't? Really?
Nope.
Oh, well, okay. Well, but chat still no answers.
Just don't show any answers on the screen.
Yeah, just life don't show any answers on there.
That's fine. That's right there.
Yeah, okay, perfect. All right, Sam, spotlight is on you. Question number 1. Can you name 3 girlfriends of Peter Parker?
Okay. Mary Jane, Gwen Stacy, and Betty Brant.
I was wondering if you were going to do that one or Felicia Hardy. So, because I think in the animated series they're briefly together, so Felicia would have also counted as an answer.
They were together in the comic books too.
Oh, were they? I haven't seen any of them with them together. All I've seen is them being enemies. Alrighty. Well, okay, so that one was pretty easy. Pretty easy. Brush off, brush off. You're doing well. All right. Question number 2. What are the names of Peter Parker's parents?
Oh.
Hmm.
They are Benjamin,
Mm-hmm.
right? And Mary.
Mary is the mother's name, but Benjamin is not his father's name.
Maybe that was his
Benjamin is Uncle Ben.
Oh.
Uncle Ben. Yeah, you're thinking of Uncle Ben, but Mary is his mother's name. You got one.
Yeah. Throw it out there. I don't.
Oh no! Well, you get half a point for that one because you got one of them.
Yeah, yeah. I got Mary.
You got Mary, so that's one of them. All right, chat. Does anybody know what is the name of Peter Parker's father? Kurt DeVore, you should know this. You should know this.
Well, then what is it?
What is it? You don't remember the wife's name. What's the father's name?
I remember the mother.
Oh, Metarog got it.
Oh, Roger. Boom.
Roger beat you to it. Oh, but he did get it. It is
Nice.
Richard. His father's name is Richard.
Look at you
Sorry,
guys.
Sam. But Benjamin was a good answer. And technically, if you want to look at it at the standpoint of which Peter was raised, it would be Uncle Ben, but no.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Getting a little bit harder. Ooh, I'm contemplating between which one I want to ask you, 3 or 4. I'm gonna do 3. So, can you give me, this is another multiples. Can you give me the names of 3 green goblins?
3 green
3.
goblins.
Yes. There was even 4, but if you can give me 3.
Okay. Norman Osborn. Harry Osborn.
Harry, yep.
And let's see, Phil Urich.
That is the 4th one. Yes, that was. I actually didn't know that one. I knew the other one, which was Bart Hamilton.
Yeah, well, Bart Hamilton. Yeah, he was the psychologist.
Psychologist for Harry. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And Phil Urich, he was the son of Ben Urich
at the Daily Bugle.
And he in the 90s he became the Green Goblin.
Yes, and then it was later speculated that he actually became the Hobgoblin later.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. Metarog, you're still guessing.
No, I just put it up there. He had it.
Oh yeah, Metarog is on top of this.
Yes.
But yeah, Sam, Phil was the other one, and but my first answer would have been Bart, or yes, Bart. But very nice. Okay, I thought that was going to be the harder one of the 3, but we are swiftly moving on to number 4. Can you give me 4 or more different either superhero names or secret identity names of Spider-Verse Spider-Man?
Spider-Verse Spider-Man?
Yeah.
You talk about like from the animated?
Just any Spider-Verse. There's been multiple different Spider-Verse platforms, and there's a whole bunch of them.
So do you mean like Miles Morales?
Yeah. So okay. So I'll give you one, Miles Morales.
Hey, yes, I get a point. Woo!
Okay, yeah, Miles Morales. We're gonna go with Peter Parker is in there.
Okay. All right.
What about? Well, she's not really a Spider-Man.
Or women, just Spider-Verse characters.
How about that Gwen Spider? Gwen.
Yeah.
Gwen.
Yeah.
Yep. Gwen.
And what is that guy's name? The the one he's Nicolas Cage did his voice. What is it? He's he's all in black. I forget what his name is.
Joe got it.
Did you get it? Yeah,
Spider
that's who
Noir.
you were trying. Spider-Man
Da,
Noir.
da, da, da.
So come on.
Could you give me one other one than Peter Parker? Because Peter counted as one of your 4. Can you give me a different one?
How about Penny?
There you go. Penny Parker.
Whoop,
Yep.
whoop. Very nice.
So, yeah, I have a whole list over here because even I wasn't sure how many different ones there were that were actually, like used a whole bunch.
And don't forget Miguel O'Hara.
Yep. The future Spider-Man of 2099.
Oh, there. Roger has one. Ben Riley.
Oh, wasn't that the clone?
He's the clone.
Yep.
That's the clone. Yeah. Yeah, so I had Miles Morales, Gwen Stacy, Penny Parker, Spider-Man Noir, Spider-Ham, of course. I mean, we can just joke about that just a little bit. And I actually had one random one, Spider-Punk, who is actually Hobart Brown. So.
And Superior Spider-Man as well.
yeah. I might be related to one. I mean, same last name and all. So.
Wow.
Okay. So, but Sam, nicely done. There was only one you did not get, and that was Peter Parker's dad's name.
Sam.
So very nice. Very nice. You earn your respects. Well, and I mean, I guess we can redeem you because you knew Phil. Whereas I was thinking Bart for the Green Goblin one. But I have to give credit to the chat. Well, and you also knew Spider-Man 2099 too. But I have to give credit to the chat for thinking of Ben. I did not think of Ben at all. I did not think about the clone.
Oh, you can't forget the clone. Oh, come on.
No, not at all. All right. So, as we enter the last 3 minutes of the show, here we go. Our question for our giveaway. But before I tell you, here's the giveaway. So the funny thing is about this one is that so far the last 2 pieces, which was a cover of the poster, which is not actually up tonight, and the picture of the Bardoon, the villainous character that the boy who had 7 won. This picture I actually drew. So this one's actually mine, but the artist Jake helped me and we both signed it. But so this is the win. I can't get this camera angle right. So, well, this is a quote from the book. So so when eventually the book comes out, there's a significance with mushrooms. And there is a quote in the center of the page, and there's just like little dudes chilling on the edges here. I am not good with this camera angle whatsoever. I can't get this to go like at all.
Kate, why don't you hold the picture up and then Rina can do the trivia.
So, and the quote says in the middle, it was a large cavern, one large blue mushroom hanging from the ceiling, lighting everything up, which is an obscure quote from the book. So, thank you. If you want to just come behind me and stand in Spidey's place. Okay. So, this is for the chat as well as you for Sam. And because a lot of you guys are comic book people, I have a feeling you guys might get this. So if it comes down to it, I'm going to write a bunch of names on strips of paper, put them in my hat, and pull a name.
All right. So we're going to do a timer.
We're going to do a timer for 60 seconds?
Yeah, like a minute long.
A minute? Okay. Here's the question. And everybody ready?
Right.
What year was Spider-Man created? Yeah, Sam, if you know, just hang on. Let the chat answer first before you give the answer. Oh, I see. Bake the snake. You got the timer rolling?
Yes, I do. And we have multiple guesses here. So.
Oh, do we? My thing is.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Bake. In 1492, Spider-Man sailed the ocean blue. All right, time.
All right, time. Sam, do you know what it is? What is it?
I'm gonna say 1962.
That is correct. But there was only one other person who got it.
Oh, who else got it? I don't see anybody else who got it.
Matt got it.
Oh, you're right. Matt did get it.
1962.
Wow. All right.
Everybody was dancing. Everybody knew it was the 1960s.
Yeah.
And Kurt
Except
DeVore,
for you, Bake, you weren't even close.
no, you weren't. But Kurt DeVore guessed like 4 different numbers, and none of them were 62.
All right. So it's between Matt and Sam. So you're gonna have to.
Oh, okay. So hat's coming off. Forgive the messy hair. It looked nice before the hat went on. So, okay, here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to take this strip of paper here.
Oh, well, Metarog just popped up too, though.
Oh, did Matterog?
Yeah.
He was conceived in 1961, but published in 62. Okay, so I'll do 3. I'll count that. So it's a little bit easier.
Yeah,
because, Matt, you've already won something. So
that doesn't matter.
It doesn't, but having a 33% chance versus a 50% chance is slightly better. Okay, so we have Matt.
No, I want the taco, God Tank. Come on now.
Oh, a taco?
You win a taco.
It's a mushroom. Okay,
yeah,
Matt.
Matt is all battle to the death.
I got the taco packet for that.
That's so random. And then Metarog.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, why don't you let Cade draw?
Yeah, so here's Metarog. Here's Sam. Here's Matt.
Okay, and then we gotta.
Okay, I'm gonna give these to Cade. I'm gonna give him the hat.
Well, here, no, wait. We have to make this fair. Okay, come here. Here, you can put the mushroom down.
You can put the mushroom down.
Okay, here. All right,
so fold them up, yeah.
This is my sophisticated folding. Here we go. There's 1.
It looks like a chicken nugget.
Okay, here's 2.
Oh, another chicken nugget. Thank you.
And here's 3.
Oh, yeah, another chicken nugget with a name
Okay,
inside.
all right. So as you guys can see, they're all wadded up into these little balls. I don't know if you can see. All right, come on, Kate. Sweetheart, take the hat off. Come on, time is of the essence, darling. Okay.
Okay.
All right, here you go, Rina.
Okay. Where's the hat? Okay. Man, you squished those up good. Okay.
Oh, hey, Sam, Joe wants to know what the hot sauce says.
What, this one?
Yeah.
It says, oh, I get it.
All right, but did he get it? Drum roll, please.
It was Matt.
Oh,
Matt.
You had it too for Matt.
He even commented his own name, Matt, in the comments.
That is awesome.
Wait. Oh my gosh, he was totally spamming. Look at him, Matt.
Get the Diablo.
Sorry, Sam. Sorry, Matterog.
You know
it was
what?
even a 33% chance.
But you know what? Sam already got cookies.
Sam got cookies.
Thank you for being here, Sam.
So thank you. Oh God, my hair's awful. Where's the hat? Okay.
Those cookies were excellent. Man.
Oh, thank you. All right. Well, thank you, everyone. Matt, we will be sending you both pictures now.
Yeah, the first one, right?
Oh boy. All righty. So thank you all so much for joining us. I know that we were an hour earlier than usual. Matt, with your brand new winnings, go off and venture into your 12 days of Christmas. What's today? Number 8? 8, 9?
I don't know what.
I'm not sure what today's is.
Isn't this the last one, Matt?
Matt's, what's today? I think it's 9. Because I think I saw 8 pop up on my feed yesterday.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Matt's gone. Matt's like, I'm taking my.
Oh, 10 and 11, Matt says.
10 and 11.
10 and
Oh,
11.
okay. I was only a couple behind.
Yeah.
My chat's slow. Forgive me, Matt. All right. So, Matt, with your brand new winnings, have fun. So, everybody that is here right now, jump over to the boy who had 7. He'll be on it in a half hour. Thank you all so much for coming. And Sam, thank you. You're on this side. Sam, thank you so much for coming and joining me for our first live, or for our third live show. Third, very much third. And because it was a lot of fun. And I know Spider-Man's one of my favorite characters. I was slightly smug getting to hound you with the trivia. So
But he killed it.
he did kill it. Yeah. So thank you all for coming. Make sure to go check out the boy who had, I'm terrible with this camera, Matt's channel. He'll be on in a half hour. And we will see you all later.
The end. Oh my gosh. You're so